Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here. You're probably on my YouTube channel right now looking for the performances from tonight's episode, and you may have not gotten the memo, but there is no new show tonight. Yes, we're going to talk about that and how me and Jenny McCarthy went head-to-head on the official Masked Singer podcast, and I try to get you guys some leaked information, some little behind-the-scenes stuff before we get started. Make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So let's start with the obvious. Joey, it is Wednesday night. You normally have a live stream. Normally by 8 p.m. the show is starting. What is going on? Nothing is happening. Nothing is taking place. Well, as I said before, if you haven't gotten the memo, there is no new show tonight. No show tonight. Instead, they aired an episode this past Monday. That was the 25th. And that episode was a mix of many different things. It was a recap of the past 5 seasons, the best performances, including some from this, so technically 6 seasons. On top of that, we got brand new clues. We saw Ms. Maskey. We actually saw a lot of good stuff. So make sure you go ahead and rewatch that episode if you haven't seen it, because it is something you're going to want to rewatch. Now, for the future, this is very important because we might run into a similar situation for next week. The reason why this Wednesday, the show today, was pushed to Monday and it wasn't a new one was because of the World Series. Every single October, it seems, is the 3rd October we're running into this situation, Fox always has to either reschedule or push it to a different date, our Masked Singer episode, because the World Series goes to Game 6 or 7 or whatever. And so today is another game, and so I don't actually watch baseball, so I think it's the Astros and the Braves. I could be wrong. I think the Braves won yesterday. I think 6-2. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So long story short, tonight's another game, which means they're not able to put on the Masked Singer. Now, for next Wednesday, if you actually look at the schedule, it states that we have episode 8 scheduled. But underneath of it, it says, will only air if there is no World Series game. So, if they go on into extra games, the possibility of next Wednesday's show being pushed will happen. So, it's a strong possibility. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So, I mean, for our sake, let's hope that, the Braves? Let's hope that the Braves win the whole thing so that we don't miss next week's episode. And then by missing it, just means they'll reschedule it to another day, maybe push back the season an extra week. And so that's kind of where we're at right now. So keep in mind, tonight, no new episode. Next week, it will be a new episode as long as the World Series is over. So there we are with that. Now, let's get into the official iHeartRadio Masked Singer podcast. This is a podcast that you guys should be listening to every single week. Just a recap, for those who don't know, for the past 3 seasons, Fox and the Masked Singer put on this podcast hosted by Bow Wow and Brian Strickland. Bow Wow, of course, you know as the Frog, and Brian Strickland, who's the head writer for the Masked Singer and kind of the behind-the-scenes guy over here for the show. And every single week, they either have some celebrity, maybe someone who was revealed, and they go through some of the clues that took place that past episode. And lucky for me, this past week, or this past episode that aired on Monday, your boy was on it. Not only was I on it, I was pretty much tagged to go ahead and go head-to-head with Jenny McCarthy as we both answer Masked Singer trivia. Now, I'm not going to say who won. You want to go ahead and check that out yourself because there's actually a lot of cool things on there. Plus, I did my best to try to get some information out for you guys. I purposely went out of my way to ask Brian and Jenny who they think is the one character or costume which really surprised them for who eventually was under that mask. And Brian passed it off to Jenny, and Jenny said it was the beach ball because this person had an interesting life story. And let me go ahead and say it kind of opened up a can of worms. And I do want to play a little clip for you guys because I was trying to get some information out of them, and I did. This is important. Take a listen. Right there, we found it's one person under the mask.
or I'm a trickster.
Beach Ball, the reveal, is somebody that has been mentioned before on the show as a guest in season 3.
So yes, you heard that. The person or persons under the mask of the beach ball is someone that was mentioned on season 3 as a guest on The Masked Singer. So we have a whole week to go ahead, jump online, and rewatch the entire season 3 of The Masked Singer. Because to be honest with you, there's been so many guesses on characters that my mindset's like, my gosh, I kind of forget. I mean, that's why, if you actually listen to it, I mentioned, oh, it's not Jamie Foxx! Because we all joke that it's Jamie Foxx, but we learned it's one person. They've been mentioned on season 3 of The Masked Singer. Yeah, I know, it's a big one. I tried to get more out of it for you guys, but hopefully they ask me back so that I can go ahead and dig deeper into finding out who's under the mask of some of these characters. I am excited for the beach ball. The beach ball will be the final wild card on the show, and that will be for Group B. So obviously the last time we saw everyone was Group A, which wasn't obviously not this Monday episode. It was the Wednesday before that. So hopefully next Wednesday, which is November. That's weird to think about. It's November already. Next November, that Wednesday, which I want to say, if I pull up my calendar right now, that is the 3rd. Wednesday the 3rd, we will hear the beach ball perform. Now, I am going to go through a whole video for a preview for that episode, but Fox did just upload a whole preview for it, and it looks like somebody will be hitting the buzzer, the take it off buzzer. And for those who don't know, the take it off buzzer is once every group, a judge can go ahead, hit the buzzer if they're 100% sure who's under the mask of that character. Now, if you hit it and you guess correctly, you get 2 points towards the golden ear. If you hit it and get it wrong, you lose a point. So, let's just go ahead. I'm going to move Piglet, aka Nick Lachey, away from the board. Looking at Group B right now, we did a reveal video for the Mallard, which you can go check out. But you have to ask yourself, out of the Mallard, Banana Split, Queen of Hearts, Caterpillar, and Beach Ball, which person do you think is going to get revealed? I mean, as of right now, maybe thinking Banana Split? I could be wrong because we haven't heard the beach ball yet. It could be someone that either Jenny or Nicole knows very well. You know, my mindset is I'm surprised Nicole hasn't hit it yet for the bull. Because in our reveal video, which by the way, we also have a reveal video for the skunk and for the bull, which you can check out in the description below. In our research, we found out that the bull just did a song with Nicole in August. So, there's a big connection there. So anyway, we're going to talk about that and more probably sometime, I don't know if Monday or Tuesday next week as they preview to the next episode whenever it decides to air. So more than likely, we'll probably still do it Tuesday. But stay tuned for that. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you check out the official Masked Singer podcast on iHeartRadio. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, I'm Joey. Stay safe, everyone. See you later. Bye.